Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining in. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe and also hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to be notified. Today I will be making this beautiful high-waist bikini bottom, but I will be demonstrating this in a different yarn color. Do enjoy. Thank you. Using a scissors. These are the tools that I'll be using, scissors, and I'll be using a 3.75 hook, and also I'll be using some measuring tape. All right, so I'll go ahead and remember to subscribe to my channel. Right, so I'll be making a slip knot just by wrapping my finger around, wrapping the yarn around my finger, and then I'll go ahead, pull through. All right, and that is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make 10 chains plus 1. So I'll make 11 chains. All right, so you just go ahead and wrap it around 2. You just do it like this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so wrap it around 8, so you just keep wrapping it around 9, 10, 11. Okay, so 11, and after which what I'm going to do is to not go in this one but in the second chain from the hook. I'll make a half double crochet. So wrap your yarn around, pull up a loop, and just wrap the yarn and pull through all 3 loops. Again, wrap the yarn around, insert in this chain, insert the hook, pull up the yarn, and pull through. Alright, so you will continue doing this, and at the end you should have 10 half double crochet. So go ahead and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, alright, so I am at the end of the row here, and I have 10 half double crochet. So what I'm going to do next is to chain 1, turn your work around, and you're going to make a half double crochet in the first stitch, half double crochet, then you go into the next, you do another half double crochet, and you will continue doing this. So you will do 9 rows of just half double crochet, no increase. Each row should have 10 in each row. So you're going to continue 1, 2, 3 until you reach 9. At the end of 9 rows, I'll meet you back and I'll tell you what next to do. Okay, so you can go ahead and continue. For the crotch, right? For the crotch area, if you need it taller, you can go ahead. Right, so then on this row, what we're going to do from here is to chain 1, turn your work, and I'm going to do 2 half double crochet in this, in the first stitch, 2 half double crochet. Right, so I'll do 2 half double crochet, then I will continue doing half double crochet all the way down. I'll do half double crochet all the way down, so you continue making your half double crochet. Ensure at the end here we are just increasing on one side. So at the beginning of each row you will do 2 half double crochet, and at the end you'll just do 1 double crochet. Ensure that you find that you do the half double crochet in the last loop, right? So 2 half double crochet at the beginning, and you continue doing 1 double crochet all the way down. Right, I'll meet you back when I reach here. All right, so at the end, I'm at the end and I'm doing my last half double crochet. So we're just increasing on one side, and so this row would have 11. So you know, one stitch in each row. So see, that's where I make my increase. Then I'll go ahead, chain one, turn your work around, and I'm going to make 2 half double crochet here, right? So 2 half double crochet, so 2 half double crochet here, and then I will continue making half double crochet all the way down. Remember, at the end of each row you'll just have one half double crochet, right? So continue doing this. For the increase row, I did 17 rows. So continue doing until you reach your 17 row. I will get back to you and we. Alright, so I have finished my 17 rows. So in all, I have 26 rows, right? And when I measure it, it is at 9 and 9.2. Yeah, 9.2. All right, so what you can do if you don't need, because I'm making in high waist, if you don't need the high waist, you can do 15 rows of the increase, and that would bring you to about 8.5. And then to finish off with the top, I'll give you that. Or if you want to do maybe 13 rows, so 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to do 13 rows and it's at 7, and then the other 3, 4 rows would put it maybe at 9. So if you need it lower, you can do 15 rows, or you can do 13 rows of the increase, because it is half double crochet. If it was double crochet, then you would have less rows, right? Because it's half double crochet. So for the half double crochet, you could do 15 rows if you need it lower, or 13 rows. Or if you want to have the high waist just like this, you can let it stay at 17. All right, so what we are going to do, yes, I have this, if you don't have a stitch marker, that's how I mark how many, you know, rows I did from here. So I did that. So you can use another thread to do the marking. All right, so what I'm going to do next now is to, not, instead of chaining 1, I'll be chaining 4. I'll be making 4 chains. The chain 3 is considered as a double crochet plus 1 chain. All right, so chain 3, and then because this chain 3 is attached to this, right, so you'll skip 1 and then you'll go into this one. All right, so this time now I'll be making a double crochet. All right, so for the double crochet, wrap your yarn around, pull up a yarn, then you'll pull through 2, and then you'll pull through 2. All right, chain 1, ensure to chain 1, then you're going to skip 1 and you're going to double crochet into the next chain. So skip 1 and you double crochet into the next. All right, so that's what you would do for the rest of the row. Remember, chain 1, so chain 1, skip 1 and double crochet in the next, and you do this all the way until at the end. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, all right, so I'm at the end and I have 2 chain stitch left, so I'll skip 1 and I'll go, I already chain 1, and I'll go into the last stitch, which is at times very hard. you know, to go in, but here we go, and I make a double crochet. All right, so the next you're going to chain four, turn your work, so turn your work around, and then because as I said it's a chain three represent the double crochet and the chain one. So what you're going to do is that you're going to do some front pose and back pose double crochet. So for this pose you'll put the hook like this right through here, put it to it brace it to the front, then you'll pull up the yarn, pull through two, and then you pull through two. Right, you chain one, and for the back pose you will insert it from the back here. So this is the pose, so you'll insert it here, and sorry about that, here. So you pull the pose back, and then hold on, sorry about that, let me get some more. All right, so you would put it here to the back, pull through, so pull up the yarn, then you will pull through two, and then you will pull through two here, right? Then chain one, so you're going to do it alternately. So you chain one, then come into this pose. So you did this one, you did this one. So come into this pose, you're going to enter from the front, and you're going to do a front back pose, a front pose double crochet, front pose double crochet, chain one, and then you do a back pose double crochet. So you enter from the back, let me show you again. So here's the pose, you enter here at the back, then you pull up the yarn, so you pull up the yarn behind the pose, then you go through two, and then you go through the next two, and that is the back pose. So do a front pose, a back pose, front pose, back pose, all the way down until you're reaching to the last chain three stitch here. I'll get back to you there, okay? Okay, so now I'm at the end already, chain one. So I'll just go into the third. So 1, 2, 3, and I'll go into the third stitch here, and I'll make, sorry about that, I'll make a double crochet. Alright, so I'll make a double crochet here. Next we're going to chain four again, doing four, turn your work, always remember to turn your work. Now what we are going to do, where there's a front double crochet, you do a front double crochet. Where there's a back, you do a back double crochet. Alright, in order to know the front double crochet, realizing these stitches are sticking out to you, these are the front double crochet. These in the back, they are the back double crochet. So this is what you're going to do all the way. So the chain one, the chain three plus the one. Alright, so you do a front double crochet, hopefully by now you get there, and then you chain one, and you will do a back double crochet, there you go. Alright, so a back double crochet, you chain one, and you do another front double crochet, and you will continue all the way down by just placing a front and a chain one and a back or front double crochet. You will continue all the way down. When you reach at the end, you just chain one, and in the third stitch you'll make a regular double crochet. I'll meet you at the end. Very beautiful. This is the back, this is the front. Alright, so what you'll do to finish this row, or to finish, this is the last row, you're just going to chain one, and in each chain one space you will do a single crochet. So you just push the needle, insert the needle in the chain one space, right? So insert the needle in the chain one space, pull up a loop, and you'll just pull through, right? So you'll just continue doing this, and at the end you'll just chain one and cut your yarn off, and you would complete the front of the bikini. Alright, so you'll complete the front of the bikini, right? So you just continue all the way down, continue all the way, and almost at the end. So for the last one, you'll just go through here, and you'll just do so there you go. Then you'll just chain one, or if you want to go through the chain, the 3 chains here to do the last one, you can go ahead and do so, or if you just want to put it in the space here. Alright, so you'll just chain one, you'll cut your yarn off, and there you go. So this is the front, and for me, because it's a high waist, it is at 10 and a half, right? See if you can see that there, 10 and a half. All right, so this is what you have, and we're gonna go and do the back of the bikini. All right.